Well, hey, my name is Jason, and the Jimny's not here yet. I'm leaving in about 20 minutes or so to pick it up. Yeah, and I'm excited about it. Welcome to my first ever YouTube channel. I don't anticipate being very good at this, but I'm gonna give it a shot, and we'll go from there. I bought the Jimny on Bring a Trailer about 2 weeks ago. I had been watching it. I actually saw this one pop up on Facebook Marketplace. I wish I remember what the list price was at the time, because I think I may have paid more than what the original list price was, but oh well. And I have always wanted a Jimny. I grew up with Samurais. I had a couple of them as a kid, and I have always wanted another one. As you can see, I've got a couple other toys behind me. The white Mini back there is a 1990 Rover. Started out as a Mini E. It is a JDM imported, and it's kind of been modified a little bit. Nothing major. Twin carbs. Interior replaced with I think it's the 35th anniversary edition, kind of the almond green color. It's a great car. I absolutely love it. The blue Mini, as you can see, is actually a Woody. It's called a 1963 Morris Minor Mini Traveler. I just got that roof rack for it less than a year ago. It's pretty cool. And I'll be taking that next week down to the Gatlinburg area for the CMU 66 kind of big mini event where a bunch of minis will show up and we just drive the mountains. It's an awesome time. And then I've got a 78 Beetle convertible over there that I'm actually trying to sell. That's going to be the sacrificial car for the Jimny. But I miss it. I'll miss it. I've had it for almost 10 years. It's been a great car. I've done a ton of work to it. And it'll be a good car to somebody else that'll actually get a chance to drive it. But yeah, I'll be sad to see it go, but excited to have the Jimny in here. That'll be 3 right-hand drives, which is pretty wild. So yeah, I just appreciate you guys tuning in. I wanted to create a channel because as I purchased this Jimny, I didn't do a lot of research, and I discovered that when you look at YouTube, there's just not a lot of Jimny content. Anything Wheeled has some great Jimny content. I've actually chatted with him briefly on Instagram chat, and super nice guy, and looking forward to more his videos, specifically on the Jimny, but he does a lot on the AutoZam and some other JDM imports. He's got a lot. I think last I saw his video, it was like 13 cars. And then WayBeforeTheFame, he has some stuff where he's done a lot of little mods, like headlights, and he's wrapped his, and blow off valves and things like that. So it's been really cool to watch and learn there. And then J-Mac, who I actually met on a Facebook group, Jimny Owners group, just through chatting and posting, and got to talk to him on the side through Facebook Messenger, and he's been a great guy. He's posting a lot of shorter videos, but showing some of the stuff that he's doing. So goal is to kind of just tag onto this stuff. I'm not looking to compete, not looking to replace, just be additive, and just get more content out there for Jimny owners, especially here in the US, where there's not a lot of US based content. So yeah, I don't plan to have a cadence. I'm gonna post as I work on it. Maybe sometimes when I drive, local cars and coffee, events like that. We'll see how it goes. But if you've got any questions or content maybe that you want to see, I'll see what I can do. This is a whole new world for me. I know very little about these cars, and I know parts are going to be harder to come by than what I'm used to, at least from a shipping standpoint. Everything's available in Japan, from what I can tell, with some local common parts that are swappable with older Samurais and some other Suzukis, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully these tariffs aren't going to have a massive impact on the cost, because the cost for the Jimny parts are already pretty high compared to, again, what I'm used to with kind of the cars behind me. So, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I don't know, how this is going to go. Like I said, I'm not anticipating being very good at this, but I'm at least going to give it a shot, and I'll keep throwing stuff out there. Some might be short, some might be longer form, but I hope to document my departure here shortly to go pick up the U-Haul trailer. I've got about an hour and 45-minute drive from there, load it up and just turn around and come right back home. So I'll try to film some of that and unload, at a minimum, and then I'll definitely do a walk around the car and show all of you a little closer. I know I've posted photos, and I'll put some links down in the description on a link to a Google folder that I have of all the current photos that I've uncovered from the Bring a Trailer listing. I found the listing of the photos of the vehicle when it was for sale in Japan through Jimny Land, and we'll talk about that once I kind of get the car and kind of show some stuff there. But yeah, kind of a pretty cool setup, and but we'll do some walk around and stuff like that. And then I've already ordered a blow off valve, and I've ordered some LED headlights and the wiring harness. So I know some of that stuff's already been documented out there, but I'll probably do my version of it just so there's another one. And yeah, that's it for now. I've got to rearrange some of this stuff behind me. Got a pretty major storm rolling in tomorrow, and I just want to make sure I can get the Jimny in here to protect it from potential hail. So I'm going to swap some stuff around behind me, make room for, I think I can make room to have a fourth in this garage. If you're seeing this and it's recent from when it's posted and you're interested in the Beetle, I'm currently asking 10 grand for it. Or at least a fair offer. Done a ton of work, but if you're interested, just send me a note. You can also find Jason and the Jimny on Instagram and Threads and Facebook, and so check those out and message me if you're interested. But anyway, I'm gonna go move all the stuff around, and we'll probably come back here in a second and get ready to head out. I think that's going to be enough room. Yeah, this should be fine. Keep it in here for now, out of the weather. I do plan on daily driving it to work, so it's probably won't stay in the garage forever, but just to get it out of the potential damaging weather that's supposed to come tomorrow. So probably saw it took a while to move that. The Mach-E didn't have my keys, and my phone is in front of me, which is normally my key. And so I had to use kind of the passcode stuff that they have, and it just takes a second to kick in. And you probably saw me try to start the White Mini while it was in gear. So, that's how it's gonna go. But, all right, well, I'm gonna get ready to head out, pick up the U-Haul trailer, head over to Cookeville, Tennessee, pick up the Jimny, and then head back home. So we'll be back here shortly with that process. So thanks. All right, so I had to stop and pee. Not very far, but coffee went through me. About 25 minutes out. I've already picked up the trailer. Didn't really document that process. Figured you've all seen someone pick up a trailer before, but yeah. So hopefully I'll be picking this thing up here in a few minutes, and I'll share it with you. Well, there it is. Just fits. But we got it. Looks good. Super excited to get it home. And we made it. Took back roads home. Let's see if this thing will fit in this garage. I think it will. Oh boy. Oh boy. Got a backup beeper, which I could do without. But I'll take it. Okay. I'm in. All right, more to come. All right, it's day 2. Now it's Jason and the Jimny. Yeah, so I picked it up yesterday. It was an uneventful trip. Guy I bought it from, look him up. He has a channel called Cars From Afar, and he imports a lot of JDM vehicles. I guess this is his 4th Jimny that he's imported. Super nice guy. So look him up if you're looking to import anything. He's willing to help. I was gonna pull this out of the garage and do a walk around, but weather's not great. It's rainy out there. We've got some hefty storms coming in tonight. I live in the Nashville area, and we've got some threatening hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds and tornadoes this evening, but it's just gonna be a little gross all day. So I'm gonna try to do a bit of a walk around from inside. Might be a little snug in spots because I've got the other cars in the way, but I at least wanted to kind of show it to you up close and personal. Talk about some of the stuff that I hope to do to it in the near term. I did get it out last night for a bit. Drove it to dinner, cruised around town a little bit. Super fun. I mean, it's exactly what I was hoping for. It's a little bit of a rough ride in all the right ways. It's the right kind of slow, but it's going to be a lot of fun just to cruise around in. Like I said before, it's going to be my daily driver back and forth to work. So yeah, so I'm going to flip this thing around and we'll start taking a closer look. All right, so I'll start with just a kind of exterior walk around. It's super clean. It's got the bumper delete with this bumper added. I really think I might want to add some fog lights here. Some yellow ones, thought it looked really good with the color scheme. It's got this Hummer style, Jeep style bumper, which at first I wasn't a huge fan of, but it's grown on me. I didn't realize the grate in the middle was painted color match, which looks really good. It does have LED headlights. I actually bought some LEDs that are a lot like what I've put on this Mini. I don't know if you can see them here, but the halos. I did order some along with the wiring harness, but I might leave these on for a bit and see if I like them. I did drive home at night last night, and they are pretty bright, but I might like the black look of the LEDs with the halos, but we'll see. I'm not sure yet. Let's see, there is a little tiny chip right there that I noticed. I did buy some color match paint. This color is actually a Volkswagen Beetle Dune Edition paint color. So it's called Sandstorm Yellow Metallic. So super easy to find color matching paint, which was one thing that made me nervous, that I was gonna have a hard time matching this if I ever needed to. But fortunately, I found it, and we'll get a little touch up on there just to make sure it doesn't get any worse and rust and spread. So yeah, you can see the rims. It's got automatic locking hubs, which is a nice feature. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tried to check on the 4-wheel drive yet, but I'm pretty sure it's all good. It's just really clean. It's got the guards and the step bars. Love these little mirrors. Funny little antenna topper. It looks like the roof paint almost looks like it was rolled on. It's not the best quality. I'm really not sure what's going on up there. I don't know if it just needs a good buff and polish, but yeah, it's an interesting finish. It's not smooth. it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just, I just thought it was a little interesting. Maybe eventually get a black wrap or something for it just to clean it up instead of paint. I don't know. Yeah. Love this little gas cap here. Thought this was an interesting touch. Just a magnet. And then you just twist it off. So it's kind of funny. It does have a matching cover on the back, which I know sometimes can be challenging when you're importing on what kind of things can stay attached. So happy to have that. It's got the bumper swap. It's got the corner guards to match the ones that are down the side. It's also got one on the gas tank, which is really cool. It's got the custom exhaust. I don't know if it's custom, but it's not stock, I don't believe. Yeah, it's an interior back here. For some reason it did a wiper delete. I'm not sure why. I've got to look into that and see for what reason, but you can see back here there's like it's not focusing very well, but like that silver ball is where the wiper mounts to. And so I'm going to check it out and see if I can make it work again and put it back. I'm not sure why they would have removed it. But yeah, you can see it's no dings, no dents, no rust. It's just super clean. Really happy about it. Let's see if we get the hood open. So here's a little rough with one hand, but here's the inside. It needs a little bit of cleanup. When I found the photos online of it coming from Jimny Land, this was super clean under here. So that was 5 years ago at this point. You can kind of see some rust on that metal hose there, metal pipe. It all looks like surface rust, nothing major. I'll probably do a little bit of cleanup. But yeah, I mean, overall, it seems like it's in great shape. It's not leaking anything. Starts right up. It does have a little bit of a weird squeak that happens for about 10 seconds when you first turn it on, and then it goes away. I have not investigated what that sound is yet, but that's the only thing I've noticed so far. But yeah, you can see these LED headlights. They're bulbs, but this looks like they've got these little control modules. Runs all the way over. Another one here. So yeah, got to figure out what's going on with this grill. It's like it's got a screw here, and like I don't know. It looks like there might be. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with it and how it's being held on there. Probably through some of. But look at that and see what's going on. And then inside, it's got seat covers, which are in really, really great shape. I'm assuming the original seats are under there. But you can see in the back, looks great. It's got all the paint matched kind of trim. My dash, where it's not painted, is super faded. It's not cracked or anything, but really faded. I'm gonna see if I can clean that up. Worst case, I'm just gonna throw some paint on it, try to clean it up that way. You can even see the steering column is just not gray anymore. It's a little ashy and white. It's got these custom kind of wood panel door cards, which are pretty neat. I'm 3D printing some custom handles for it. I'll show you those when those are done. It's got a blue LED and blue, actually when the headlights are on, the footwells have blue LEDs in them too. And it's got this really weird, massive rear view mirror, which it's nice, but it's taking a little bit getting used to, because it feels like you're so far away and I can see everything, meaning like I can see the passenger at the same time I can see myself, and then out the rear window. So it gives like a wide angle view. It's kind of neat, but I'll have to figure it out. Got to figure out what's going on here. You can see this, someone added a custom switch here. I asked the previous owner what it was, and he said hazards. So I assumed this hazard didn't work, but these hazards do work. And so does this for hazards. So I'm not sure why there's two. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll probably delete this one because there's no need for it. These are my rear wipers, and I got to figure out why they deleted that in the back. When I started up, I think it has an ETC reader in it, like most of them do. Makes a noise, and there's some Japanese speaking that goes on for a second or two. It's got a backup beeper, but the beeper is inside the car, so kind of annoying. I'd love to get rid of that. It's not outside, so it's not a safety thing, so I'm not sure what's going on and why it's even in there. But we'll figure that out. It does have, I don't know if you can see it, but a front and rear dash cam was installed. You can see those upper mounted speakers back there, little tweeters here, but the stereo won't turn on. Previous owner said it was working. He had disconnected the battery while it sat for me to come get it, so the battery wouldn't die. And when he put everything back together, he said the radio just stopped coming on. So I'm going to take a look at that and see what's going on there. He said he checked fuses and stuff, put a new battery in the remote, but nothing. Did come with 2 sets of keys, so that's nice. These floor mats are not the best. I'm going to see if I can get them to reshape themselves back down, so to lay over these like they're supposed to. And then it looks like they're supposed to be hooks, which I don't have. I don't even know if these are factory or Jimny specific mats. They look close. They look like they might be right, but I gotta figure that part out. Yeah, so that's this cool roof rack. I don't know if you can see that. Really nice to have. It looks good on there. Yeah. Really happy with it. Tinted windows. It's funny. I don't know if you can see. I don't think I'm going to be able to. You can kind of see it right there. See that character in the window? You can't see it from the outside. I think they must have had stickers on these windows that were eventually removed. And just over time, the fading, you can see. So you can't really see it out here at all. But I'm thinking the fading of the sticker, like you can see like a North Face sticker, and there's a bunch that just, I'm assuming it's just faded tint, which is really weird. But driving last night and kind of glanced over and thought, why is there a character? And I'm sure people know the name. You can see it, the other one up there in the back window, that space. And I think, I don't know if you can be able to see it here, but you can see the ones down there in the corner. You can only see them from the inside, at least I think. Get it in the sun, maybe they'll come through the other side, but yeah, it's also got the custom wood paneling on the roof. I'm going to do a separate video on the Jimny Land. As you can see, when you look here, it's got a Jimny Land label. It says it's number 728. I don't know if that means literally 728 builds from them or what, but the translation is just what it normally says about how to get the car in four-wheel drive, the process of getting in four-wheel drive. Since this is an automatic, there's a little bit of like, you've got to put in reverse and roll back to disengage or something like that. But these floor mats look pretty good back here. I'm sorry it's dark. But yeah, I couldn't be happier. I'm gonna get a lot of driving in, I hope. I did buy a blow-off valve as well. I'm debating on installing it, but I probably will. Anything I can do to, have some fun with this. AC seems to blow cold. I checked it last night. It did seem to blow cold, but man, does it draw power, as you can imagine, from an already not very powerful K6A 660cc turbo. I think it's like 67 horsepower, something like that. I don't remember exactly. But it's yeah, it's great. Looks like it's got some of the newer NGK blue plug wires, which is good. I'm going to take a look at the spark plugs and see what they look like. But yeah, I mean, my goal is just drive it and fix things as I need to. I'm not going to try to overthink it. But that's it. All right, so that's the Jimny. I'm less than 24 hours into ownership, and I couldn't be happier with my purchase. I know I probably paid, you guys will see the Bring a Trailer listing. I paid $12,750 for it, plus what you owe to Bring a Trailer for the sale, which I think cost me like another $750, I think is what they charged. So I definitely arguably overpaid for what the going rate of Jimnys are when you import them yourself. But I really didn't want to go through the hassle of importing it myself. It was only an hour and a half away from where I live, so it was an easy pickup. The amount of work that's been done to it from a custom paint job and the wheels, and it's just in really, really nice shape. So I could have done better. I'd found some at better prices as I was shopping around, but really, really fell in love with this one. And sometimes you pay more because you like the one that you like, and that's what happened here. So, but I'm aware I could have imported one for probably $5,000. I've looked, but at least I felt like I knew what I was getting. Maybe the next one, maybe next time around, I'll use some of these new folks that I've met that do all this importing. I did talk to a guy today that currently lives in Japan, stationed in Japan. He's there for a couple more months, and he asked me if I needed anything, be willing to ship it back for me when he comes back. And he lives about 2 hours away from me, so a fairly easy day trip to run over and pick up some parts. So I'm gonna give myself a couple weeks driving this thing around, start to write down what do I need, what do I want, and hopefully I can get some stuff from him at a bit of a discounted rate versus I don't know, for those that own Jimnys, the prices are a little more than I'm used to, and a lot of them are in Japan. You're gonna pay a lot to ship this stuff over, which is fine. There are some US equivalent parts that I've been able to find for some more of the basic stuff. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting journey. Done a lot of research in the last couple of weeks. But here we are. So that's it. This first video is probably going to be longer than I anticipated. I will, if it's too long, maybe I'll break it up in a couple parts, but I don't think so. I think I'll be able to get it in a manageable chunk. We'll just go from there. Like I said before, I don't plan on doing a lot of videos. I'm going to do videos as I work on it. Certain events I might take it to. I might film some of that. But yeah, if there's anything specific you want to see or hear about, let me know. Leave a comment, ask questions. Doesn't have a rear spoiler. That's something that a lot of these Jimnys have. Mine does not have one. Not really sure why. I'd love to find a black one, or even if it's not black, I'm happy to paint it. I think most of them were black anyway, but I'd love to get one of those back on there. Like I said, fog lights, blow off valve. I've got the LED headlights. We'll see. I got to figure out that stereo, why it's not powering on. Yeah, but little things right now, and then I just drive it and figure out what it needs. The little, I guess it's a check engine light. It's like a catalytic converter light. Comes on when it's cold, and it flickers on and off, goes away on revs, but then comes back at idle, but only while it's cold. So once it warms up, it goes away. I believe that's probably just the O2 sensor, so I'll replace that. I'm guessing that's what it is anyway, from a little bit of research that I've done. But yeah, I leave in a couple days for Gatlinburg for the mini event. I'm going to be taking the blue Mini with me for that, so I'll be gone for the back half of next weekend and next weekend. So might have a couple shorts. Maybe I'm going to printing these 3D handles to replace the ones that are inside, and I might do a little short video on what I printed and what they look like. Although I did just step on one and break one, so I have to print another set. But other than that, yeah. All right, well, I'm rambling at this point, so thanks for watching. Hopefully there'll be enough out there that's interesting enough and entertaining enough, and if not, it'll be for me. I'll just document my process, and I'll have that for future reference. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.